Okay, something a little bit different this week. I'm at a homeschool conference, and the reason is right there. All right, so this episode is a little bit different. I'm not taking a break from the farmhouse. I'm just doing some things in between. Now, what I've got here is my wife has a business that she started, about 1.5 years ago, where she makes t-shirts and hats and gifts and things. And she started off doing online, and then a friend recommended that she started doing some shows and some events. And so we had to figure out what that looked like. And so we started off doing some small shows, and then they got bigger and bigger. And because we don't have unlimited space, obviously we want to have things that are collapsible. Now, I have some other items that we've already built in the past, but we're doing a much bigger show coming up in the next week or so, and then a couple more in the fall. And so she wanted a couple more fixtures built, and so here's what I've come up with. This is a table that's going to set out in her booth, and so it collapses completely flat, but then I can set these legs up like so, and then the tabletop also folds flat. It's going to be a little heavy, but it's all right. I'll probably eventually have the kids helping me. And so that goes like that. And this side goes like this. And there we have a good sturdy table we can set items on, and that'll be the centerpiece of her booth. So here are the original fixtures that I built for her. As you can see, they take up very little space, but when they're set up, that's enough to fill a 10 by 10 booth and hold several hundred t-shirts and hats and bracelets and those kind of things. So okay, so here's another rack that I've built for her. This one will be a hanging rack for children's clothes and a few other things. And you can see it's completely flat here. Stands up. Open those out, and then each shelf have boards where they just rest across these braces here. And so in just a couple of minutes, you can have this thing set up. So there's her shelves that she can stack extra shirts and different things on. And then closet rod just sets up in there, so she can have shirts hanging here. She can have extra folded shirts down below. I think she's going to do hats up above. So Hey guys, I'm here in Branson, Missouri at the Teach Them Diligently Homeschool Conference. Here with my wife and her business, Grace and Glory Creative, where she designs t-shirts and hats and gifts and items. I'll show you around through the booth, but I wanted to show you all of the setup we have here from all of the racks and things I've built. And you saw before where they collapse down, they fold completely flat for storage, but we can fill a complete 10 by 20 booth here. And so we're here and got all set up, and so I'll show you around a little bit. All right, so here's the table that I built, and you can see it's the centerpiece of the booth, and she has all of her little knickknacks, journals, pens, coffee cups, glass tumblers, hats, different things, little totes down there. And then this is the other rack that I just built. This is the children's items, so it's a little bit shorter, lower shelves so the kids can look through. We even put in a mirror so people can hold things up and see how they like what they look like. And then she's got these cool little magnets that little plants, mix and match kind of things, so those are kind of cool. And then this rack is the one that she uses. You can see all the shirts are faced out, and these are all designs that she makes specific to different events that we do. So this being a homeschool conference, you got your weird moms and your homeschool mamas, and then we even have a couple of dad's designs over here. So raising dragon slayers. So those are kind of fun. So yeah, so that's what we got. We packed all this stuff. As you can imagine, takes up a ton of room here, but all that stuff folds down flat and fits in the trailer. And then about 15 totes worth of shirts and hats and journals and all that kind of thing. So if you're interested in these kind of things, you can, I'll put a link in the description, or you can check out that QR code right there. It'll take you to all of her websites and social medias and stuff. So yeah, so we're looking forward to this event, meeting people, hoping we do pretty well here. We'll see how it goes. And so if you've never done a homeschool conference before, there are endless selections of books and curriculums and teaching materials and just all sorts of different things, that anything that pertains to education, they've got it here. Obviously different colleges are here trying to recruit kids, and just different organizations, anything that can help with education of your kids. Okay, so the floodgates are open and people are everywhere, and we're beginning to fill up. All right, so thanks for following along with me on this adventure. Be sure to check out my wife's pages, Grace and Glory Creative on Instagram and Etsy. And I'll put up all the links in the description. And be sure to check out Teach Them Diligently if you're interested in homeschooling, or if you're just interested in educational products for children. It's a good thing to check into. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.